Welcome in, everybody. Today is Artsy Wednesday, episode number 4. And I thought what we could do for this episode is to do some gel printing. I haven't done some gel printing in a while. And before I turned on the camera, I went ahead and did some printing, just to test out my gel plate, make sure everything's still okay with it. And I put down, I used this acrylic paint. It's Artist Loft, and it's the pale purple. And I used this stencil and this stencil. So I used both of these side by side. And then I'll show you what I got. My initial, so this was my first take up print. And you can see that there was some areas that the paint didn't lift off the plate. And that was with the stencils still on the plate. So then I took the stencils off the plate, and then this is the print that I got of what was left on the plate without the stencils. There was still some paint left on the plate. So then I took some of this, and it's the titanium white, covered the whole plate with it, and then I did a pull, and then this is what I got. So I got three different looks, 3 different prints. And one in one So I just did that just to kind of check out my gel plate and to kind of prep it. And so yeah. So just using those 2 small stencils, I ended up with 3 different looks. So let's set these stencils to the side, and I'm going to choose different stencils. And I think I'm going to use larger stencils. And I haven't used these stencils, so they're brand new, never been used. And these are, this one is home decor show offs. And I'm thinking I might have gotten these at Hobby Lobby or at Walmart. I don't remember. I'm thinking Hobby Lobby. Let's see, this stencil will fit my whole gel plate. So now I need to decide what color or colors I want to use. So let's see here. Because in the big tubes, I have Viridian. You already saw the titanium white. I also have violet, permanent black, ultramarine, ocean green, and then I have all of these little ones, just like the purple one. So let's see. Okay, this is burnt sienna. And it's been a while since I've used some of these. Oops. Oh, dang it. There we go. And I think I'm just gonna do, I might have to add some more on here. Yeah, add just a little bit more. I'd rather start off with a little bit and then add. Because it's easier to add than it is to remove. You and you want it to be as smooth as possible. Okay. Get my stencil on here. Okay. And here's my paper. Give it a good rubbing. And there you go. So there's that. So now, if I want, what I can do is leave the stencil on and add a color over the top to fill in so that the lines would be this color that I had laid down originally, which is that burnt sienna. So let's see how that would work out. Let's try. Let's see what would look. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Actually, what I want to do is, wait a minute. I think what I'm going to do. Kind of clean up a little bit the centers of these a little bit. just so that we can have just a little bit more definition in the design. And then what I'm going to do is, because this paint is drying fairly quickly. Okay, so paint is pretty well dry. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lift off the template. And I'm going to go ahead and add the metallic. I better let it dry a little bit more. There are some areas that are still wet. And fan it a little bit to kind of help it dry. Now if you do that and none of the paint lifts off onto your finger, then you should be good. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to add some of this metallic paint. I'm going to do this very lightly and gently. Okay. Grab my paper here. And I'm just using regular copy paper. And I'm gonna put this down here. And just rub. And then when I'm done with this session, then I'll take my all of my stencils and to the sink and clean them off with some soapy water. Now I could use my roller, but I have another one. I just can't seem to locate it at this time. I'm kind of thinking that it might be in a box that is in my storage shed, just right out here. I just through a couple of my boxes. But there's many things that you can use. Just as long as the edge, I really shouldn't be using this because that has a kind of a sharp edge on there. This, everything is plastic and it has a smooth edge on it. So you could use that. A lid to a jar. You could use that. There is a brayer type tool that you can get off of Etsy that you can use. You just want to make sure that there's good contact between the paper and that paint layer. And then when you pull up your paper, if all goes well, then everything comes up. Just like that. Wow. I like that. I like the way that came out. I wasn't sure how that metallic pink was going to look with that burnt sienna, but it looks pretty good. And saying then I can take I will do is I will take these and I will scan these into my computer And then I've got these forever and ever and ever, and I can print them out and cut them up and use them as digital ephemera or whatever. So let's go ahead and do another one. And let's use a different stencil. Let's see. Oh, this one would be neat. I have this one. So, and I always keep the packaging, and I put the stencil right back in the packaging. So yeah, I think that's gonna make a very neat and interesting stencil. So let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay. And see, I haven't even used these big bottles yet. 'Cause I've been mainly using my little ones there. Okay. That one down right in the middle. And let's take our paper. And since we've used the Viridian, let's see, what color will we use? see. Kind of think of a color to use. I've got silver, copper, and bronze. Hmm. What? Let's try to. Let's see how that works. Oh, let's see. Yeah, and if you see some areas that might not have uh, where the might not have picked up enough of the paint, just lay your paper back down and then just give that section a little bit more rubbing. Because I know some of these little spots can be hard to get. And there we go. So there's that. Okay. Let me grab another wipey here. And then some of these that we just couldn't quite get because they were just too small. Okay. Don't have to be perfect or anything, but just so that way you can definitely be able to see the design. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let that dry a little bit. Have my paper ready. Okay. So we are going to try see how this looks with copper. this paper and give it rubbing. And you definitely do not want to store your jelly plate with paper attached to it. That's what I did with this jelly plate. And but it's still printing decently. But you can definitely tell that there was paper on it. So I suggest that that you don't, after you clean it, all of that stuff, that do not store it between two pieces of paper. Other people that use jelly plate will tell you the same thing. Especially if it's gonna be a while between uses. It's been a while since I had cleaned my jelly plate and stored it since the last time I had used it. And yeah. And I still have the clamshell. Excuse me. That it came in. I recommend that you clean it and then put it in that clamshell without any paper. Ooh, that looks neat. That is neat. Well, let's see where we're at. Okay. Now see, now like this one here, that one, and that one. and that one, I can always add to them. But when you're doing your jelly printing, you got to remember that your first layer is your top layer, because you're this way, and then when you lift up, that's your top. And then your next layer, well, actually, no, actually, your first layer is your base layer. Then your next layer is your second layer, your third layer. So your last layer is your top, is what will be on top and will be your most dominant or prominent is what will catch the eye. So like in this, the stencil, everything, we did that green, and then we put on top of that what was it, on this one? Oh yeah, it was the copper. Well, the copper became your back layer, and then your stencil with the green, that became your top layer. I hope I'm making sense. So basically with this one, the green shows off the stencil. And the copper is showing through the stencil. But yeah, I think that and I don't want to do anything else to this. Leave that alone because I don't want to muck it up. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end it there. Clean up my mess. And I will see you guys in the next video. And remembrance of that I post at least 3 videos a week. I go live on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And the first Saturday of the month, I join a couple other ladies, and we do the Crafty Ladies, and each month we have a different little theme, and so be sure to keep an eye out for that. And I believe November. Let me consult my planner here, and I believe November is, yes, it'll be on my channel. So the theme will be Thanksgiving, continuing with fall type stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, so we will see you guys around the YouTube streets. And yeah, so take care, God bless, stay safe, love one another, but most importantly, love yourselves. Bye bye.